Hello, March 3rd, 2017. The St. Louis Blues are at the MTS Center facing the Jets. What's your thoughts on this game?
St. Louis is playing very bad. Uh, they kind of actually have not played too well every game against the Jets. I think is partially why we've won all three so far. And if I had to guess, I don't think they will throw in Hellebuck. I think, and then everyone will say, "No, see all you haters out there. He's a
Right.
good goalie, Hellebuck." But realistically, anybody could tell St. Louis is not playing that good.
Well, yeah, the Jets have just been fired up the last few games. Like I've been saying in our previous recent videos, the Jets are just in the mood to play, and it's showing right into this game as well.
Like I almost hope St. Louis at least gets one, so all these robots don't say like all those haters. Like I kind of so they don't think that he's all like Martin Brodeur. You know?
Well, yeah, because if I know what you're saying, if the Jets get the shutout, they'll say, "See, Hellebuck is a good goalie."
Yeah.
When in all actuality, it's just that the players were keeping the Blues out of our end.
And the Blues were playing extremely bad.
They are.
I'm surprised that they would play this bad, knowing what kind of game this is. It should be like a playoff.
Well, St. Louis's Blues coach before this game reminded his players that to the Jets, this is like their
season.
This is the season here.
Because like we're 4 points out right. No, we'd be 4 points out if we win this. So actually, right now we're 6 points out.
So if we win this, we're still 4 points out of a playoff spot.
Yeah, so if we win this, it's still not that good. They would have to win probably tomorrow, too, against Colorado.
Right.
The Jets to actually kind of gain ground and get really close.
And they never play well against Colorado, oddly enough, with how bad their record is this year.
All this would do, winning this, is kind of still keep the hope alive, but they'd have to kind of win tomorrow to kind of really get in there.
Right.
This will just kind of keep them alive.
And speak a little bit about the interview we saw at the first intermission. Sarah Orleski interviewed our wonderful GM, Cheveldayoff.
He basically just said, give them time to grow.
The goalies.
The goalies. Give the goalies time to grow. It's not only is it a physical, but it's a mental.
Right, that's his quote. That goaltending is not only physical, but it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
And that they're new, young goaltenders, and they need a chance to mentally grow into the goaltending position.
But what blows holes in that theory is Pavlik has been in the league like 10 years, so you need 10 years to grow?
Right, so what that theory doesn't work with Pavlik.
No, and Hellebuck, you can tell he ain't, let's just cut to the chase, he ain't gonna grow.
Right.
This is the best you're gonna see from Connor.
And right for Cheveldayoff, I think his theory would have been good if it was our first season back in Winnipeg.
Well, we've been back 6 years.
Even the second season, that's a good game plan. But this is 6th season. So obviously this growing into a goalie mentality is just not working.
It's not going to happen. You need to get a goalie. And even if it is true, even if they would grow, it's still going to take a long time.
Well, yeah.
I sure don't want to wait another 3 or 4 years to get into the playoffs.
Even if he is correct with this mentality and we're supposed to ignore the fact that it's the 6th season with this mentality, how much more seasons, how much older do we all have to get
before we see
a winning Jets team? Because the only thing that I see when I watch is the lack of goaltending.
And like he said,
he even admitted, this is another quote in the first intermission interview, when he said that the players score. You can't always score 5-6 goals a game. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So he's basically admitting it.
And then she asked them why he thinks himself and other teams in the NHL were pretty quiet around the deadline. And he said it's because of the expansion draft. But I disagree with him. Cheveldayoff, your team sucks so bad that you don't play it like you're a good team.
Yeah, because
you need a player.
Because he said not only have the Jets been quiet before this deadline, the trade deadline, but all teams. So he's kind of putting himself in the same shoes, in the same basket.
You can't do that though, because you need a player.
You desperately needed someone, and you're acting like you're Chicago.
So what I got out of the interview is he knows the goalies suck, but he wants to try and put it off by just saying they'll get better. It's not only physical, it's mental.
Yeah, and then he admitted sometimes the crowd looks at a goal that that Helly will let in and
He
go,
even
what
said
the
there's.
heck?
He even said there. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he even said there's nights that you think
That
what
you're
the
like,
heck?
what the heck was that? But he just brushes it off with a mental thing. Hellebuck mentally has to grow. Well,
Yeah.
you know, that would have worked, like I said, after the first, second season. Let's go with that. But we need plan B now.
Yeah.
You know, and if he can't see it,
And
he
plan
needs
B
to go.
is getting a veteran goalie. Somewhat.
Chevy needs to go. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Chevy, Maurice, the
All of them.
goalies, like, the players are great. The offense is great. We got a really strong, solid scoring, you know, unit. You know,
Yeah.
that's just my thoughts on it. And I'm
Oh, yeah.
sure if they want to watch the interview with Chevy, I'm sure TSN's got it
I'm
posted.
sure a lot of you did
Yeah.
watch it, so yeah. That's just my opinion on it, and I do think.
And St. Louis is playing poorly this game. I don't know, they're like in slow motion. So if Hellebuck gets the shutout, it's
Yeah.
simply because, you know, the Jets were on fire and St. Louis wasn't.
Like, naturally, if one team's really pumped and one team is just playing like the worst they possibly could, the odds of them getting shut out is pretty good.
That's right. And that's what we see here clearly.
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis is on a power
So
play
I
here,
do think,
ending this at the second period, coming close here.
I
And
do
the
think-
defense is amazing. We can see it behind you there. People blame the It's the goalie. It ain't the defense.
Yeah, so obviously.
Evidence is on the screen. Here's a shorthanded try right here.
Obviously, I hope the Jets win, and I think there's a good chance because, like I said, I don't see how you could almost lose to St. Louis the way they're playing and the way we're
Right.
playing. So, go Jets, go! I guess.
Yes, so we'll see the outcome. It's coming up to second intermission, 1-0 Jets. Jets play again tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Like, subscribe, comment.